Hello and welcome back to the Banner Saga. Right, let's head out, because we've now gained a new archer who should be very handy. That probably ought to rest for a couple of days. A woman's stifled screams fail to overly concern anyone. It's only a matter of time before the expected mother gave birth. The caravan is simply excited by this first sign of a new life since the trip began. Call for a day of rest and celebration. I think we all need it. When the baby's cries replace the mother's, the entire caravan cheers, and you raise a drink to the family, saying, "Tomorrow we rest and feast to strength and long life." Again, everyone cheers, glad to forget their worries for some small time. So we lost a few supplies, but hey, bunch of renown. Good. Now, is that another godstone up there? Might be, but I don't think we're heading towards it. I know, maybe we are. Yes, we are. Getting good at spotting. Okay, so this one only works if you see it from the right angle. Interesting. The Godstone of Dundur passes you by. In the frozen climate, here it looks like the rock is split and is falling apart, held together only by the deep snow. Curiously, when standing between the stones, the wind drops off completely, picking up again once you pass through. I almost wonder if we should rest here for the night, says Ida. Seems to have noticed the same thing. With all the snow around it, Dreadnought might not be able to find us. Let's stay overnight. You walk around the camp before settling in. Along each strand of Dundur's massive beard is carved a different part of his story, and you turn your head to and fro to read it. While the Loom Mother was the first to create, she soon found a counterpart in Dundur, who embodied her ideals in a masculine form. Dundur took some of her creations, gave them beards, and showed them the secrets of smithing, though many remember him as fondly for teaching them games and songs of mirth. As the camp settles in, you notice a small group of boys huddled around something. They show you an offering box, carved into the godstone itself. The box is an elaborate construction of interlocking pieces, which slide around when touched. "We can't get it open," they tell you. It's like a puzzle." "Let's try to open it then." The boys take turns working out the puzzle and give you tips when it's your turn, but you don't seem to make much progress. Eventually they leave you to sleep, and you can have a couple of just another determined youngsters. Let's keep working on it. It's hard to know how long you spend sliding around the smooth puzzle pieces, but when people begin emerging from their tents, you know you're in trouble, exhausted from a long sleepless night. Worse still, the box remains closed as you shuffle weary along with the leaving caravan. That's annoying. Hoping to at least get some half-decent loot or something. And another musical track that I quite like. Okay, we're almost there, guys. We need to not die of starvation in the next couple of days. A flurry of snowfall seems to come out of nowhere, and quickly thickens until you are unable to see the man in front of you. You shout out a complete halt, but the screaming winds drown out the sound. A day passes before the blizzard abates, and clansmen start to reappear from the snowdrifts. It quickly becomes apparent that not everybody is where you last saw them, and a quick search of the area is not enough to recover all the missing clansmen. Make a bonfire and wait for the missing members to return. Collect what you can for burning. You shout to everyone. We'll wait for the lost to find our beacon. Unfortunately, there's no significant amount of dry wood, and attempts to get a fire going are unsuccessful. Eventually you realise that no one else is coming, and you return to the trail. That's annoying. And great. And we're losing more guys because of loss of supplies. In the distance, Harkstorp smoulders like an old campfire. Even from here you can see the black figures shambling through it. "Looks like a dead town," remarks Iva, confirming your impressions. "There's usually survivors," oddly reminds you. "Let's check it out." "I hope others would do the same for me. Dredge are nothing we haven't faced before." Iva grunts, but otherwise says nothing. Besides, might throw Bella off the scent a bit. You head a day's march out towards Harkstorp. Great. Oh good, it does have a market. As soon as you've stepped foot in the small town, you think you've made a mistake. It's thoroughly littered with corpses, and within moments the dread are upon you. As you stirred up an angry hornet's nest, you draw your weapons. Okay, let's see if Nid's any good. So she can actually shoot from a much better range, which is good because that'll allow her to stay the hell. Okay, it's one of the ones where we get to surround the enemy, which I don't like. No, this is how I do it. Everybody together. So, Rook. Get over there. And kill that guy. It's really useful, him being able to do that. That was less useful, however. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I really need to pay attention to what order the enemies are going to be coming in, don't I? Go straight to the shield. What is your range? 100% chance to hit at a range of 7 tiles. Okay, as opposed to the usual. But only 1 damage. Typical. I'm assuming it probably does standard damage or something like that. Okay, strict armor. Yeah, losing Rook early on is, I suspect, going to be a very annoying thing. Weakened significantly. Okay, they're kind of bunched up. I could hit those 2, or I could hit those 2. What's the range on Arc Lightning? Can hit that one now. Without having to move, which is quite useful. Okay, now he's calling reinforcements. Problem. Hit him. Good hit. Now, if you use Eagle Shot again, or Bird of Prey, or whatever it's called, will that kill him? Yes! Perfect. Good shot. Ideally, I want her to get at least a couple of kills in this level, because I want to rank her up quickly, because I suspect she's going to be very useful. Because I like using archers; they're very, very handy in certain situations. Dang it, he's penned in. Just take a turn to rest. Dang it. Okay, move our resident Mender over to there. Arc Lightning. Damn, it doesn't quite have a range. Okay, Arc Lightning with maximum strength on him. Hit. Over there. Shatter his armor. It's annoying that I've got to remember to manually turn that on every single time. Okay, we'll do 1 damage to him. Get forward. Nope, not worth using that up, but... get might as well hit him with a shot of armor damage. Okay. There's two of them clustered together, which is good for the sake of the Mender. So you might as well hit him with a little bit of damage. Excellent, it didn't move. Could have moved without about problems, but hit it. He's going to hit it for 4 and he's making it another 5. That's good. Oh boy. Ivor is once again getting the hell kicked out of him, because that's what Ivor does. Wow, he's still alive. I'm pleasantly surprised by that. Damn, they're still out of range. Nope, only 1 damage. You guys. Aha! Okay, he's finally down. Which means I now move you in. Okay. Yeah, he's about to get attacked on both sides, but that's okay. Need you to rest for a turn. Range on your Eagle Strike. Oh, I didn't know. Standard attacks. Nope. Get over there. Okay. Just hit him with a standard shot. Good hit. Hopefully they're not going to gang up on it, because if they do, that would be annoying. In fact, I'm going to make sure they... Ah, she can't use rain of arrows at the moment, can she? Okay. Can you kill him? No. Damn it. They really like that sort of shield smash armor strip ability, don't they? That'd be enough to kill him, I think. Which should be worth it. Good. He's down. Okay. 90% chance to kill him. Come on. Yes! Excellent. She's earned the promotion. Hit him. Good hit. Probably attacking the wrong person there, matey. Good hit. That's okay. Okay. Oh dear. That's not great. Oh, come on. How come she can't... no, is she out of exertion? Bloody hell. damn it. Oh, this is not great. We've heard of there. I've heard drop a rain of arrows. There. Okay, as long as he can, damn it, we would go that way. He used up all his energy to do it. Hit him with a stick. Ha ha! That was completely unintentional, but that was perfect. Let's just hit him with a standard attack, because there's no point at all. Good hit. Drop another one of those in his path. You can't do much, so just fall back. Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, I was not expecting that to kill him. Nicely done. Our renown grows. Nid is ready for a promotion. Good. And I'll spend at least some of that renown promoting her. Whew! That went a bit better than I was expecting. The town is nothing but ghosts, now covered in more dredge bodies too. Remarkably, as you're about to leave, you find an old man sitting quietly in a tattered market stall, with a couple of items in front of him. He hums to himself, as if nothing were wrong, and he seems to be in shock. The clansmen gather him into the caravan before you leave. Okay, so has he got some supplies? No, he's got no supplies at all. Bloody hell. Yeah, I could do with a thing of reduced aggro, but let's go chucking the heroes. The fact he's got no supplies is kind of annoying because we're out of supplies. Oh, you are absolutely getting promoted. And probably ought to make it so you can spend... Yes, let's boost your exertion. Anybody else who could do with a promotion? Oh, he's got 2 points available, has he? Damn it. Again. Boost your exertion. Maybe I should promote it. Yeah, I think I'll promote him. So what is yours? Battering ram. And let's make you have more raw strength. Can't afford to promote you. Can't afford to promote you. You're at max level. You're at max level. Okay. Well, we may as well rest for a day, kill some people, and then leave, because there's nothing else we can do. Because there's no bloody supplies here, which means we're all going to starve to death. An old man sits astride an overgrown portion of the trail. "You lost?" he asks. He adjusts the leather strap in his head and says, "No, are you?" He jumps up and shuffles towards the caravan, his tattered clothes revealing no weapons. "Well, I've seen better," the old man says, peering into the supply wagons, "but I'll join you." He stands next to a fighter, throws his beard over his shoulder and puffs up his chest. The fighter grins, and the straggler exhales, asking, "What are we waiting for? Lead the way." "Who are you and what are you doing out here?" "Call me Unar, or anything else you like," the old man says. "A man goes where he pleases, doesn't he?" His stern look is more comical than intimidating, but you stop looking for answers. "Well, if you can keep pace, you can come with us." "Keep pace?" The old man puffs through his moustache. "None fleeter than old Unar. And husbands, mind your wives. I'm cursed with a golden tongue, not silver." The caravan enjoys a good laugh as they start moving once again. Well, he's probably going to die immediately because we can't feed him. Oh, another godstone. You know, these godstones aren't very useful since none of them have food. Can we eat a godstone? I seem to be getting obsessed with food at the moment, don't I? Godstone for Ygritte, goddess of knowledge, looks on as the caravan takes a much-needed rest. Ivar shoos some children away from a solitary dredge slinger lying dead beneath the stone. Should we be worried about that? You ask Ivar, pointing at the dredge body. I don't think so, he replies. Still, couldn't have a few guards to look around. Let's inspect it. Ingrid's Godstone is carved with ancient runes, which don't make much sense to you, though Yvette tells you that some of the Menders have deciphered them. It's how the Menders learned the languages of the gods. Past the largest stone, a long series of slabs contain more writing, all the way down the hill. The odd thing, he tells you, is that the writing occasionally changes depending on who is reading it. Usually it describes the history of the gods, but it can be about nearly any topic. Sadly, Yvid doesn't know how to read it himself. Juno could, he says. As you're readying to depart, you hear screams from near the main Godstone. The same boys so curious about the dead dredge come before you, are shrieking and pointing. For a moment you think it must not have been dead. Then you've seen that they have opened a wrapping that was in the dredge's hand. Wait, says Ivar, his arm across his chest. This shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. The left pushes past and grasps. Stop! Shouts Ivar, with a curious onlook as if already seen it. Leave it. On the ground, before the dead slinger, is a small stony finger. Its hands searching for something it can't find. That's a baby. That dredge is a woman? We've been killing women? We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time? Leaving them to die? In a war, it's only the males who fight. We've been fighting these dredge the whole way. Why are women and children on their backs attacking us? They're not invading, they're running. Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness. Something black is covering the world, and the dredge are running from it, just as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake. It's the beginning of the end. Ivar, you knew? Why? Why didn't you say something? Ivar. When I was young, I killed one of the Sundar during the Second Great War. We called it Raise. Every time we would build our defences, it would flatten them and push against us. I became separated from the rest of the Varl and stumbled upon Raise deep in a snowstorm, alone. She was nursing. I threw my axe. It twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed the Sundar. When I found my way to Grofheim, the Varl wanted to make me kin there, next to be king. I left. Walked until I ended up in Skogar, where no one knew what I had done. The only sound is the wind blowing through the trees. Oh, that's a bit grim. For a long time, nobody says a thing until the child breaks the silence. What do we do with the baby? She asks. A lump forms in your throat looking at the small obsidian creature squirming before you. We'll put it to a vote. While some grumble about leaving it to chance, the caravan votes pretty clearly in favour of leaving the infant behind. It remains beneath the Godstone as the caravan departs. You try to put the whole episode from your mind and focus on reaching Sigurholm. Well, that's a bit grim. Probably should have insisted we take the damn thing with us, but, you know. Ultimately, democracy is a crappy system, but it's one of the least crappy that we've come up with so far. And more people die. And morale now sucks because everybody's dying. You're making the usual rounds when you hear a rather loud debate come from the area the Varl have gathered. Ivar joins you as you approach. Ubin, you'd rather be known for falling asleep and dying in the corner of a mead house than battling a Sundar? No, I'd rather be known for not dying. Don't even know what you're worried about. I did this 100 times in the Great Wars. Take some warriors, plough headfirst into the dredge. They follow you into the hills, get lost. Now they're not following you. When you did this 100 times, did they have Bellower leading them? Have you never heard about that time I hit Bellower in the head with a throwing axe? Both Varl halt the debate when they suddenly notice you watching. Don't stop on my account. Careful, my friend. A lot of old history getting thrown around here. The warriors were just noting that there's a damn good number of dredge on our asses. bellower pulling up the rear. This one thinks he can just wander up there and throw them off our tracks. How about some gratitude? Thought you'd finally be happy to be the eldest Val in the land, Ubin. I'm never too happy to lose more Val, Kruma. Besides, I'm not convinced that you're really older than me. Nobody's going anywhere. Ha! That might work on either, little one. I'm not asking for your blessing. In the old days, I'd already be halfway up to the battlefield by now. Speaking of which, you coming, Yavnar? You could ask Bellower for your arm back. Don't think so. Not exactly in the mood right now. Alright then, I'll tell Hardeborg you said hello. Kumar and a good many Val warriors head out towards the growing army of Dredge. Is he going to come back? He always has before. This time feels different, I fear. Well, that's bloody cheery. And that was one of my primary heroes, wasn't it? Stop taking away the ones I actually bloody need. Yep. That's annoying. Because I'm going to need at least one more frontline warrior, preferably a tank. Oh well, looks like Mr. Can't Take a Hit to Save His Life is up, because I don't have a lot of choice in the matter. Oh boy. Let's keep on rolling. Rolling. Oh great, so I'm now completely out of Val. Another half dozen clansmen, another 3 fighters. If we don't find a place to get some more supplies soon, we are really screwed. A scout returns with a nearly frozen child. I almost stepped on her into the snow. Looks like she must have been running from something, he says. Patches of blue mottle her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so slightly. Even just carrying along could kill her in a state like this, said a woman. We could be in danger here, point out another. Keep moving, but let the healers tend to her. Fighters stay alert for any threat while the caravan moves on. The healers rub the girl's arms and legs under the blanket to no avail. An hour later, one healer approaches you with tears in her eyes. She says nothing. She only shakes her head. Nothing that could be done, I'm afraid. Aha, we're almost at Sigerholm. Gather round, doubters! Echoes a shout in the distance, as Krumar and his band of warriors break through nearby foliage. And behold, the invincible Val! The caravan is thrilled to see Kumar return safely. Did the plan work? Asked Ubin. Work? Responds Kumar. Of course it worked. Same old Dredge. Should be another day or two at least before they even find their own arses. And if you apologise, I'll tell you how I found these, Kumar says, tossing you a pair of leather gloves that look big enough for a Val. He leans in close, whispering so Ubin can't hear. That's something to do with a raven's nest and a hair tie. Well, let's camp and have a look then. Bum-de-bum-de-bum. I mean, we're still all starving to death, but hey, morale's less crap. And you are going back in the formation. Okay. And you might as well have that. So you've now got +3 strength, which is good. So that's an additional one on the ones you already had, which is good. Is anybody good for leveling up? Yes, I might as well promote you. And those are pretty high. Let's up your shield breaker and then give you some extra willpower. Okay. Right, looking at my timer, that's probably a pretty good point to end this video. And say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.